All right, folks, the so-called big, beautiful bill just barely made it through the House, and it could mean huge changes to your wallet, health care, and your community. The razor-thin 215 to 214 vote earlier this morning. In the region, it was early this morning because House Republicans did not want people to know what was in the bill. They managed to pass Donald Trump's sweeping tax and spending plan. It's been a wild week on Capitol Hill, backroom deals, marathon negotiations, last-minute rewrites to get this across the finish line. Lots of deals were cut. So what's actually in the bill, it locks in Trump's 2017 tax cuts, most of which benefit the richest folks in this country, plus big corporations. It pumps even more money into the military and border security. It raises the national debt ceiling by $4 trillion. It tightens Medicaid rules, making it harder to qualify unless you meet new work requirements. It slashes clean energy tax credits. It now goes to the United States Senate, where Republicans hold a slim majority. They're expected to tweak it before trying to get it on Trump's desk by the 4th of July. It is a bad bill that would do lots of damage. Congresswoman Janelle Bynum had to remind the GOP what's really at stake for working families.
Madam Chair, I brought the data. Let me tell you what the numbers look like. In your district, 201,000 people will lose health care because of this bill. That's 27% of your constituents. In Rep. Fishbach's district, it's over 165. Rep. Norman, 148,000 people will lose health care in his district. Rep. Roy, 56,000 people use SNAP to feed their families. And in Rep. Houchin, it's 54,000. Over 83,000 kids get health care through Medicaid in Rep. Langworthy's district. And Rep. Scott is 124,000 kids. In Rep. Jacks, it's 88,000 kids. And in Rep. Griffiths, it's nearly 107,000. I know where my priorities are. It's with my constituents. And I'll be voting against this trash bill because I stand with America's children and America's families. Madam Chair, I respectfully urge you to do the same and get your colleagues focused on serving the American people. I yield back.
Well, they didn't listen. Now, during the floor debates, House Democratic leader Hakeem Jeffries ripped the bill apart, calling it a dangerous tax scam that gives billionaires a break while cutting health care and food assistance for everyday Americans.
House Democrats are going to take a chainsaw to Project 2025. Because it's not in the best interests of the American people. And what this bill represents is your effort to try to put into law Project 2025. You acted like you didn't know anything about it. This is why you have no credibility right now. You spent all of last year lying to the American people, saying to them that you were going to lower the high cost of living. In fact, you're doing the exact opposite. At the same period of time, you acted like you knew nothing about Project 2025, and this bill is an effort to try to implement it into law. So you mentioned credibility issues. I think it exists on the right side of this chamber. Now, not only have you gone after Medicaid, not only have you gone after Medicare, in this,
you are to direct your comments to the chair.
Mr. Speaker, you know what's interesting is that every time I've come on this floor, I can use sharp language, he can use sharp language. You choose to admonish me. I don't work for you, sir. I work for the American people.
I understand. House will be in order. As I said, Mr. Leader, we've been very patient. Just listen to the majority leader of the other side who directed all of his comments to the chair. It is important for the decorum of the institution for you to do the same. You may proceed.
We can continue this.
You may proceed.
And every time I'm interrupted, that's going to add another 15 minutes to my remarks.
Fair enough.
Mr. Speaker.
Hello, I'm Isaac Hayes III, founder and CEO of Fanbase. Listen to what I'm about to tell you. The window to invest in Fanbase is closing. We've raised over $10.6 million of our $17 million goal. That means there's room for less than 6,370 people to invest in Fanbase for the average amount. The minimum to invest in Fanbase right now is $399. That makes you an owner in Fanbase today. Go to startengine.com/fanbase to invest. Why? Because current social apps have taken advantage of users for far too long, with content suppression, shadow banning, harmful racist content, and no real tools for monetization and equity. Fanbase has over 1.4 million users and counting, allowing anyone to reach all their following and monetize their content from day one. Social media is the new TV, and whoever owns the apps that distribute that content have the opportunity to own potential billion-dollar companies. While big platforms with uncertain futures are failing to serve their users, Fanbase is stepping up to fill the gap. Don't wait until it's too late. Invest now, invest for yourself and your future. Go to startengine.com/fanbase and own the next generation of social media.